Hello, everybody, and welcome again to another edition of the Cobb Brothers podcast. I am joined by Colton, as you can tell, and we also have Cyrus.
I can't scream. I don't have that energy.
And David.
Yeah, I'm tired today too, Cyrus.
Well, I don't think any of us are as tired as our good friend and co-host Oscar, who over this week had his beautiful brand new son born. So congratulations to him. He's at home taking care of the little guy. He wasn't too happy earlier.
He became a fascia.
Yep. So now there's two, almost three full Cobb dads.
Yep. He has to go babysit real children, not us. Yeah. So he's got responsibilities.
Yeah.
We currently have 2.5 Cobb dads.
Yeah, there we go. We're at 2.5 right now.
Yeah.
2 3/4 because you have Dallas.
So that would make
that was the half that I was.
Oh, okay, there you go. Add the 3/4 for the other baby on the way.
Yeah. Fucking A.
But yeah, it's been a pretty exciting week with all that going on.
Yes, it has indeed. The weather's clearing up finally.
It's finally getting warm. Old man winter is finally going to sleep.
How's it been up there, Colton?
It can't make up its mind, but today was the warmest it's been in a while at like 63 degrees.
Same.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's going to be warmer than it was today down here.
Yeah, it'll be nice. Finally making our way out of that fucking cold-ass winter.
Cold-ass winter.
That groundhog was fucking right.
The day I can walk out of my house and forget my jacket and just be fine.
Right.
That's the day that spring is finally like kicked off.
I went to work the other day and I forgot my bigger jacket and I was like, oh,
I'm going to regret this.
I don't need this as I walked out of the building. It's so nice out here.
Yeah. It's weird how quick that switched up because I remember when we did our Halloween party last year. It was stupid hot that morning and that day. It was like a good 75, 80 degrees outside.
And then it was cold rain the next morning.
Yeah, and then it was cold rain the next morning. It was like 45, 50 degrees, and it never got to 60 again.
Yep.
It was pretty miserable. And I'm wondering if we're going to hit that where it's just kind of cold and then we're going to go right back into it being hot.
Right?
There's no ease-in period.
Yeah.
Because we didn't get an ease-in period into the cold. It just went from hot to, oh, it's not that hot anymore. It's really fucking freezing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like tomorrow and Monday it's supposed to be 67 and 68, but it's also 24% chance of rain tomorrow and 65% on Monday. And then it goes right back to the low 50s.
Yeah, we're gonna get that storm on Wednesday, I think, unless it's changed.
Climate change. Definitely
look
not
at
real.
the radar and see what
called
direction
seasons.
it is.
Brandon.
Hypothesis.
Speaking of seasons, these are some good beef jerky you provided us with, David.
Yeah, I didn't know that Tillamook made. It makes sense since they make the
Tillamook makes amazing jerky. They also make amazing cheese.
Yeah,
Their yogurts are fucking good too.
I've always had all their other dairy products, but I've never had their beef products.
Tillamook also sells
their products where you have to kill the cow.
They also sell meat sticks that come bundled with cheese, and you're supposed to eat them side by side, and it's like smoky cheddar. It's good. It's fucking good.
Is it Gouda? No, it's cheddar.
Smoky cheddar.
I bet if they make one with Gouda, it's pretty good.
Probably. It's
We're
very
smoking
good.
Yeah, I could see you guys getting that storm Tuesday, Wednesday.
Right.
Looking at the radar.
Right.
By the way, David, I just sent you a message in group chat. Or not group chat, but in Facebook Messenger.
Cool. But,
Okay.
man, we pulled that pickle whiskey out of the couch today, Brandon, while we were waiting for the podcast to start.
Yes, we did.
And it's called Wicked Pickle.
Yep.
It is spicy pickle flavored whiskey. It is absolutely atrocious. We've had it for about a year now, and we've cleaned maybe 10% of the bottle.
This is just the one stiff pickle.
Oh, one stiff pickle?
Yeah, it says it right there on the name. Yeah, so this
Okay.
is if we had a pickle with it, then this is technically half of a stiff pickle.
Got it. Okay. I went to their website because I was like, what do they have to say on their website? And they actually have a recipe for cocktails. Colton, you're going to hear this for the first time. I was interested. I was like, okay, so what are we doing with pickle whiskey cocktails? They have just a straight shot. It's just 2 ounces of pickle whiskey. They have one where you just get a pint of beer and then take a shot with it. They also have one where you take an ounce of pickle whiskey and half an ounce of buffalo sauce, and you garnish it with a chicken wing.
Yep.
And we're arguing about the efficacy of a company to just promote that on their website.
It's definitely.
I say take some Lay's potato chips and blend them with the pickle whiskey and make a pickle whiskey milkshake.
Oh, we're
my
back
God.
to this. Oh man, what a throwback!
Well, I mean, they have dill pickle Lay's, so
Yo, we could do that. We could revisit the Pringles milkshake from like 100 episodes ago.
no, it's liquor and chips.
Liquor and
You,
chip.
you,
The
you'd
liquor
use
chip.
the lick. You'd use the pickle whiskey for.
What's the grossest combination of alcohol that you could order at a bar where you're not just telling somebody to pour whiskey and buffalo sauce into a cup?
Long Island iced tea.
Trash can?
What's a trash can?
A trash can?
Yeah.
Let me look up the exact ingredients.
I know of a gutter ball. Because my dad went to a memorial last year. My cousins were doing gutter balls, and it fucking freaked him out because he was like, I cannot believe people are doing this. And I wonder if it's the same thing as a trash can. A gutter ball is so you know around the bar area how they have the floor mats?
Oh my God! No.
So they spill shit all night and it like
No.
collects on the mats. Yeah, so you just take the floor mats and you take a shot off of it.
Yuck.
Yeah.
That's
Describe
worse
it
than a
rather than
shoey.
like a sip
That
of
is
beer.
worse than a shoey. I would rather drink booze out of somebody's disgusting ass shoe than the fucking
'Cause
floor mats of a bar
At
at the
least
end of
it's
the
the
night.
inside of your
Cammy almost threw up when I
I
said
heard
that.
that.
Yeah, no, I was taking a sip of the beer as you described it, and I went,
So, a trash can is gin, light rum, vodka, peach
Ew.
schnapps, blue Caraco, triple sec, Red Bull.
Jesus fuck. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that is a trash can.
Let me look it up. There's a thing called the concrete mixer going around on TikTok. I forgot what it is. But you combine two ingredients together and it just like solidifies.
Red Bull and milk.
It's lime juice and something. Let me see.
Probably lime juice and Irish cream.
Mm-hmm.
So,
oh,
the 10
Bailey's and
drinks
lime
you
juice.
should
Yeah, I
never
agree,
order at a bar. I have that list pulled up if you want me
Okay.
to go through it.
Concrete shot has to be up there. We should do some concrete shots. Yeah, it's
Okay.
lime juice and Bailey's, Colton. That sounds just riveting.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it is. It's really disgusting.
Okay, so I'll start off with number 10 because it's kind of an eh. It depends on what bar you're at.
Okay.
Flaming Shots is number 10.
Ooh,
Hard
quick
pause.
pause.
So yeah, back to the topic at hand.
Okay, so the number 10 drink that you shouldn't order at a bar are Flaming Shots. There are some caveats to that. Some places specialize in them, but you really shouldn't do Flaming Shots.
Drink
Um,
fire.
No burn. No burn face.
I'm a
Yes.
fire spitter.
No Bernita face. And for God's sakes, the only reason I'm side caveating to this is I saw a reel the other day, where a girl had a bowl of rubbing alcohol that she set on fire, and then proceeded to pour water into it,
Yep.
Naturally.
and then overflow it onto her table while it was all still burning.
It's almost like it's lighter than water and stayed on top.
Uh-huh. So yeah, don't pour water on top of burning alcohol.
People need,
Baking soda.
Yeah,
Use baking soda.
people need to learn basic fire safety when they're in the kitchen. I saw a TikTok and it was somebody that was cooking shit on the stove and then it catches fire and they were I can't remember if they were live streaming or just filming themselves and they look at the camera and go, "What do I do?" Well, one, don't turn to your audience and like not worry about the fire. That is
Right.
not looking at the fire is probably the worst thing you can do.
All right, audience, let's make a poll.
two-
What should I do now?
Yeah. Two, if there is a fire on a stove, if you can grab the pot and move it, grab the pot and move it off the stove. At least
it in
off
the
of the
sink.
burner.
Don't turn on the
Yes.
sink, but put it in
No,
the
shut off the burner
Mhm.
and then either put a lid on it immediately or douse it in baking soda.
Hmm.
Put it in the sink or put it in the oven. Put it somewhere that's metal and won't burn.
Yeah.
But don't
In the
put
oven
water.
is a good choice as well. I
Yep.
wouldn't suggest putting it in the sink because your first instinct when you put something in the sink is to turn on
hit
the
the
water,
water.
and that's a bad idea.
Or if someone comes in to help you and they see it in the sink, they're gonna go, "Why haven't you turned that on yet, dummy?"
Yep.
Some people think it's a chemical reaction for why putting water on it.
No, it's a physical one.
Yeah, it's because the water sinks to the bottom, boils, and explodes back out immediately.
And just shoots the grease out that's
Yes,
on fire.
it'll
yeah.
pull the grease with
And
it.
since it gets more air underneath it, it just turns into a giant fireball.
Yep.
Yep.
And then
Okay.
and then I saw a second video where a dude did do that. He pulled it off the stove, but he held it in his hand and just waited for the fire to go out. In his situation, it worked because the fire kind of slowly died out as it was catching on fire.
If it's not big and it's not going to get the
Yeah.
handle hot enough to burn you, then yeah,
But
sure.
don't hold on to it. Just set it down, look at it,
Okay.
think about your mistakes.
I've had that situation happen in my last apartment because you remember how narrow that fucking kitchen was?
Yeah.
There was a time, I remember what I was cooking. It was like burgers or something, and the stove and everything was hot, and some grease went onto the side, and it caught fire and then went onto the pan, and like the pan was on fire, and I just like backed up and stood there and went, shit.
Uh-oh.
And I made sure it wasn't burning anything above it, and I was like, okay. And kind of opened the window next to me with one hand and just stood there, and I was like,
Okay.
all right, that side's done.
But yeah.
But lids.
Yeah.
Lids are the
Lids,
best
yes.
thing.
Because you cover it, and that's
Lid,
No more
if,
about
you,
the
if
fire.
you don't have a lid, put a rag on it.
a wet rag.
Yeah.
Just make sure the rag doesn't catch fire.
Yeah.
Okay, but number 9.
Number 9.
Do not order curdled shots, i.e. cement mixers or alien brain hemorrhages. Just don't.
What's an
They're
alien?
gross and belong in a college dorm.
Alien brain hemorrhages look like green brains in a jar. It's fucking disgusting.
I'm gonna go get one of those right now.
Okay, Flowing Tide after podcast?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Just a little
I'll
bit
look
of
up the
amp.
ingredients for an alien brain hemorrhage real quick.
Sounds like absinthe with like fucking Kahlua in it.
It
Or
is
Bailey's, yeah, some kind of cream.
blue curacao, Irish cream, peach liquor, and peach schnapps
It's always
mixed with
always
grenadine.
Irish cream. Oh, there's the grenadine. There's your color.
Yeah, there's a green.
I was waiting for the color. Peach schnapps.
Okay, and then the number 8 thing to not order is a surprise. Don't tell a bartender to surprise you
Nope.
because they're going to follow up that request with questions about what spirit flavors or profiles you enjoy for the most part. Or they're just going to give you the absolute most disgusting thing you've ever heard of.
Or they're just gonna grab the glass of the patron that just left the bar and go. There you go.
Surprise!
The most profitable drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
Like,
The
oh, this is
next-
great.
The
Promise.
next one to not order is a New York Sour. It is,
New York
like the Ramos Gin Fizz, the New York Sour is another laborious drink that shouldn't be ordered at a bar, especially if it's slammed. It's topped with red wine, and it can be a total mess when it's not properly poured. It also requires a fruity red wine like a Shiraz or a Mal Blanc or Malbec, and won't taste how it's meant to if the bartender doesn't have the right vino on
Mel
hand.
Blanc. I was like, what does
Vino is
Bugs
wine.
Bunny's voice actor have to do with this?
Number 6 is the Bloody Mary.
I
Some
agree
bars have
with that one.
transformed
Can't
it
stand.
into a
I
perennial
agree with that
brunch
one.
favorite or evening cocktail, but it's pretty complicated to make them.
I cannot stand Bloody
I-
Marys.
Hate the taste of raw tomato and that like fucking flavor. And I've tried a Bloody Mary once and went.
Nope.
You have to put the whole bottle of vodka in that for me to drink it.
It
I don't like
tastes
vodka.
more like tomato soup because it's tomato juice.
It's like unsalted tomato soup, so it's pretty disgusting.
yeah.
I like a nice tomato bisque because it's got seasoning in it, and you could probably mix it with a nice French bread.
Just pour in a little Grey Goose and then boom,
Yeah,
Bloody Mary.
but we're talking about alcohol here. I'm not gonna be. You pull out a baguette, start soaking it in the drink. It's like a rum jam. Rum bread. No.
I like V8 tomato juice. Like I'll drink that shit all day. But I don't like Bloody Marys.
Bloody Marys are very.
You can make Bloody Marys with a V8
Yeah.
or Clamato.
Ugh.
Clamato.
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 I've seen that done before.
Yeah. How disturbing was it?
Clamato, Clamato, tomato, tomato.
When
Exactly.
people buy a clamato, I'm like, question my relationship.
Appletinis are number 5 on this list, and
And
their
Appletinis
reasoning for it
sounds
is, let's be
nice.
frank, we're not in the 90s anymore, and our drinks should neither taste like Jolly Rancher nor look like a radioactive substance.
No.
My wife is flipping off this list.
I was about to say, like, if you want a fruity drink, let's go for it.
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
it tastes
fuck
like
you.
candy, yeah.
Fruity
let's do
drinks
it.
are better than anything else. 'Cause
Bro,
Yeah,
if it
I
tastes
like
less-
fruity drinks myself.
If the less you can taste the alcohol, but there's more alcohol in it, why the fuck wouldn't you get it?
Normalize fruity drinks.
I went to
Yes.
fucking Cheesecake Factory and I got one of those like fucking fruity ass margaritas, and they were fucking delicious. It came in the most like like fancy little fucking margarita cup, but it was delicious.
I am still raving over the Grey Goose drinks that we had at the fucking bowling alley with the fucking citrus Grey Goose and the orange and the cranberry juice. Oh my god, those were so good.
fucking A.
Yeah, Seagrams. You hand me a Seagrams or a light beer.
Hell
Seagrams,
yeah.
thank you.
Dogless, fuck it up.
If I'm eating wings, I'll probably go for the beer, but like,
Did you see that shot?
oh,
That was speaking of shots. The fucking L.A. Kings just sunk a nasty one on the Avalanche there.
we got hockey on in the background.
Yeah, we'll
Number
talk
f-
more about hockey after this topic.
Number 4 on this list is frozen drinks, like daiquiris or
Oh, okay.
margaritas, and the only reason they don't suggest getting those is because they're usually packed full of sugar.
So they're talking about suggested drinks that you shouldn't get, not objectively terrible drink options.
Right.
Okay,
Correct.
I like
To-
that
to be-
definition better.
Yeah, when you're looking at that, if you're going out in public,
be fair.
you should not get fucking shit faced. Like, even if you have a designated driver, you shouldn't get to the point where you're puking in a public bathroom because that's fucking disgusting.
You're puking up a daiquiri.
That's why you just go out to the fucking street.
Exactly.
one-
Yeah, I'd rather
this
go out and
list-
puke in the curb than run into the bathroom.
I'll puke out in the fucking street right in front of the oncoming cars. Just like, come
A-
on.
a
Flowing
cop will
tide
look at
after
you-
podcast?
A cop will look at you and go, "Are you driving? No. All right, get home safe."
Yep.
This list for number 3 lists the mojito, unless you're in Cuba.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
And
That's fair.
I could also say if you're like on the coast and at like one of like the fancier restaurants, a mojito is not like out of the ordinary to order. I ordered one at Pismo once. They're not great.
If I'm
No,
going to
I'd agree with
Applebee's,
you,
I'm
though.
getting apps
Sorry.
and a
I think-
mojito. Come on.
Fuck yeah, dog.
I think once when we were in Tahoe at the Beacon up there, I think I had a mojito up there.
I ordered it
Somewhere
just to
I forgot.
order a mojito by going, I would like a mojito, please.
You got to say it just like that, too.
The drink I like to get when I'm out at like Mexican restaurants and stuff is
Bottomless
Paloma.
margarita. Sorry.
Palomas, dude. It's most of the time it's like squirt and tequila with a little bit of lime on top. It's fucking wonderful.
That sounds pretty good.
That's
Or it's like
scrumptious.
grapefruit juice. Those ones are really good too.
Yeah.
I like margaritas at Mexican restaurants too.
I'm a sucker
do
for
too.
Moscow mules. Hey,
They're-
what do you want? Can I get a
meals are
Moscow meal?
fucking delicious
Yeah.
too.
That was the first thing I got when I turned 21. My mom took me to B-Dubs and was like, all right, you have to order something. I was like,
Was it in a copper cup?
yep.
Nice.
Damn.
Yeah, that's how you know the place takes care of their Moscow meals if they have a fucking
It's the bare
thing
minimum.
of copper cup. Yeah.
The bare minimum of looking like you care.
Well, remember when you were doing your softball league that little center place that had all the drinks in the bar and shit?
Are you talking about Wingfield or next to Reed? Shadow.
Greg, Golden Eagle.
Golden Eagle. That's what it's called.
Yeah,
Out
Golden
in
Eagle.
Wingfield. And,
Yeah.
But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Where I went up to the thing one time and I was like, on the board they had a thing that said Moscow Mule and a bunch of drinks but no prices, and I was like, how much is a Moscow Mule? And they were like, I don't know, you probably have to go upstairs. And then someone behind me went, probably like $20. And I went, what? And he's like, yeah, probably like 20, like casually. And I went,
No.
I'll have a drink when I get home then.
So
I'm not
you
paid
guys,
$20 for a Moscow meal. Fuck you. 12 is my limit.
you guys ever want to
Nope.
go to a good shop in Reno? The Chapel Tavern is owned by a family friend of mine, and it's I think it's like German or that kind of region oriented, and a bunch of cool drinks out there too.
Nice.
Sorry, Colton.
Number 2 on this list is the Ramos Gin Fizz, which was mentioned earlier on one of the other ones. And the head bartender of a New York bar has said it's your money, do what you want with it, but it's also a very labor-intensive drink, which requires egg whites and a lot of shaking.
Hmm.
Yikes.
I've had alcohol with egg whites before. It was at
Yuck.
the Atlanta Steakhouse.
That makes sense.
It was
Casinos,
so fucking good.
I bet.
Yeah, but when plates are like $70, yeah, they take good care of their alcohol.
Again, since we're on the topic of shots, it's not alcoholic, but has anyone at a sushi place or something had a quail egg shot?
Yeah, I love them.
Every single time.
Yeah, they're
Nope.
delicious.
I've had them once. In the first one, I was like, huh, that's pretty damn good. And then we got a second round of them, and you know how they're supposed to have like a little bit of the fish eggs on the top? The second one that we had, the glass was like that big. The drink went up to about there, and then there was that much fucking fish eggs on the top.
Ew.
Fucking
And I
A.
went, and I was like, I'm done with
Started
that.
breathing them. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm good on that stuff.
sneeze and
No,
kill
thank you.
somebody with a 12 gauge.
Fucking Tokyo Sushi downtown does a piece of cucumber in theirs, and it kind of mellows out the saltiness of the tobiko, which is the fish egg, and that is nice. They use a lot more vinegar too, which kind of balances out the flavor of the fish egg as well. But yeah, I kind of like that idea.
Yeah, I think we had them at EG.
The,
Yeah.
The one
the
off of-
number one drink that you should not order, and David already said it, is the Long Island iced tea.
Hell yeah, those things are fucking disgusting. If
The,
you like
the
those,
drink
you
has
have
a bad
problem.
reputation because of its strength.
And
Yeah.
they're inconsistent. Not everybody makes
Yes.
it the same
It's
at all.
literally whatever the bar's white liquor they have on hand, and they just pour it all into a fucking thing.
It's vodka, rum, gin, tequila, and triple sec all in one drink.
Mhm, good
All,
luck.
all the white
So-
liquor.
That's the last thing my dad ever fucking drank. Hell no, never again.
No Long Island iced teas. We need to make a Reno iced tea.
Yeah?
Yeah,
What
we'll
would we
figure it
do
out.
with it?
We got the Wicked Pickle, so we can start with that.
Fuck you.
Dude, if we can, that's actually a good idea.
No!
No, hear
What do you
me.
mean?
Because hear me out. If we can make the wicked pickle good, no, if we can make it,
You'd have to mix it to make it good.
exactly.
Mhm. Yeah,
We're not
sure,
just gonna
but-
sell we can't sell it straight, exactly. But if we can find a mix that makes this shit good, that isn't hot sauce, garnished with a wing.
Up on our little pin board there, I put the Wicked Pickle Whiskey Challenge. I think we should attend to that one.
Oh,
I was
okay.
thinking more of the
Patreon?
cocktails that you brought up earlier, Cyrus. But
Yep.
if you want to get crazy with the barn door,
I don't think you were
we
in
can
the
get
room
crazy.
when I suggested it, David. But with that whole thing, with the wicked pickle hot sauce shots,
Yep.
you're gonna hate me. But I
Okay.
like the idea because views, Mr. Squidward.
Sure.
They have
you know
they
the-
have an entire list of drinks to make on their website,
Yeah,
wickedpickle.com.
we were looking at that earlier.
Yeah.
It's all
But
about
but here's
hot
my
wings.
idea, right? You know the hot ones challenge, right?
Oh,
Where-
fuck.
Oh,
Oh, no,
where
dude.
where it's the different spicier
No.
wings. It's say 5 different wings, but 5 different levels of hot sauce. And
Mixed with the
mix
wicked
with
pickle.
the wicked pickle, and you have to douse it. and then
When we get to
eat the wing.
when we get to 3 patrons, because we need patrons.
Yeah, if we get more patrons,
Mm-hmm.
that's a video.
At 2 patrons, I will do a shot of the Buffalo Wicked Pickle, and then at 3 patrons, we'll do a Hot Ones episode with.
We're gonna keep it to 5. We don't have to kill ourselves.
No, yeah, 5 is good.
Yeah.
We
I'm not
should
gonna die.
message Sean Evans and ask him for a free Hot Ones kit, and if he wants to do like a Hot Ones thing with us as a podcast.
Yeah, let's see if
Absolutely.
we can get him to invite us down to LA. That'd
We'll
be awesome.
twist his arm with our 107 subscribers.
Dude, I would fucking go down to LA for us to be on Hot Ones. Are you
All right.
fucking kidding?
At 4 patrons, we'll rub Sean Evans' bald head for good luck, and maybe a genie will come out of his ears.
Bro, if I was able to go to work and be like, yeah, I have to take the whole next week off, and it's like, why? It's like, well, I'm going to LA to be on Hot Ones. like,
The Kings are playing the Avs right now. Come on.
I'm pretty sure that's where they do it, right? They do it in LA, Hot Ones.
I'd imagine so, because that's how they get the celebrities easily whenever
Yeah.
they're in town.
They actually usually go to wherever the celebrities are at.
Oh, they move
Like,
around
so
now?
Yeah, they're like if they're in New York, they'll get a studio over in New York and they'll set up their little studio
And-
section there.
It makes sense because the set that they have is just that black curtain behind it. So
It's so
you
easy.
know,
Black curtain and a table.
yeah, exactly. You can make it anywhere. We could literally have hot ones in this room if we tried hard enough.
If we tried hard enough.
Yeah.
It would take some
Well, I
work,
mean,
but we'd do it.
during the pandemic, they did it
Yes, I do remember that.
Yeah.
remotely, and their tables are still set like 6 feet apart.
Have you seen where that Niners lighter went?
Never.
Because it wasn't here.
Yeah.
They just recently had Pedro Pascal on there.
He was pretty entertaining.
His was
that.
great,
I
and
enjoyed
I
that.
thought he handled it incredibly well.
Yep.
He's Hispanic. Like, they just take the hot sauce differently.
Kieran Culkin also fucking knocked it out of the park.
Who is that? I don't know the name.
That's Macaulay Culkin's brother, as
Oh.
in the kid that played Home Alone. His brother.
What
Huh.
has his brother been in? What does he do?
Taco Bell commercial.
He's been in quite a few things actually. He's more on the indie side of stuff. He was in Scott Pilgrim versus the World. He was the gay roommate. He was in both of he was in Home Alone 1 and 2. He played the brother that wet the bed.
Oh, his brother was in the movie?
It was his cousin.
Wow.
It was his cousin.
Kieran
Didn't
was
even know that.
yeah, his cousin. But that's his brother. That's his brother in real life.
I did
That's
not
wild.
know that. Yeah, his brother. Yeah, I think it's Gunner in the movie or something like Fuller that wets the bed. Yeah.
But yeah, he was on the last episode of Hot Ones, and he did really well. He's like, I don't really eat hot food, and so like everybody was expecting him to not do good. He blasted through it like a boss.
He was like, I don't really eat hot food, and then he's actually eating. He's like, he got home and went, can I get some hot wings?
The only one he actually had an issue with was the bomb, which everybody has an issue with.
The
And
bomb
it's
is just
like he's like that
capsaicin,
one's
yeah.
just disgusting.
It's not a hot sauce that's made with peppers. They're just like, let's just extract the hot and throw it into something disgusting.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, like the bomb isn't supposed to be good.
The Bomb,
it's just supposed
Mad
to
Dog
be hot.
357, and then there's one other one that's like really bad. That are just meant to be bad.
'cause-
There's no flavor in it.
because a lot of those people that are on it, when they get to the last dab, they take it and they're like, that's horribly hot, but damn, it tastes good.
Tastes good.
Yeah.
It's all about making the hot sauce taste good. Because like, what is it? Nothing More had that hot sauce, the Burn the Witch, and I tried it, and it's good, but it's really fucking hot.
Right.
And then I take it to work, and of course everybody wants to try it, and then it's stupid hot for them.
That was the problem we had with we bought the Hot Ones like challenge bag that they had at Walmart or whatever it was, and it had like their lowest, their middle, and their hottest strength hot sauces.
That middle
And
one was tasty.
the lowest one was fucking hot.
The middle one was tasty. It was really good. The medium.
Cammy and I both almost threw up.
That hot one is pretty hot though. It is nuclear. I did it with Tyson. We both were like, "Fuck it, we'll make these chicken wings. We'll try out these hot sauces." So we saved a little bit. And we took it to work and almost killed Antonio. He was like, "Oh my god!" Because he thought it was like a good tasting hot sauce. But we both told him, we were like, "Hey, it's really hot. Like if you want to try it, it's really hot." He's like, yeah. Fucking, he's over the sink, just like drinking cups of water. Going, oh my god, yeah. He's like, never make me do that again, youngster. It's terrible.
I was never there long enough at the last place I worked at, but apparently they would like pretty frequently if you like of the other supervisors if they weren't doing as good or whatever, if they lost a bet or something, they'd deliberately get them they'd get burritos from someplace and then put some stupid fucking hot sauce in it as like a challenge or as a punishment.
Fuck that.
And I was only there for a couple months and I never had to do it, but they were like, yeah, sometimes if they get food, be careful because they'll just fucking put the hot sauce in one burrito or one taco, and just as a fucking joke.
It's the hot tamale.
Yeah, I barely ever get the fucking red hot sauce at the taco trucks. Like it's
Like
not,
honestly, at that point,
I chase.
if they had ever gotten food and I picked up the one that was hot, I would make a big fucking deal and act like I couldn't fucking breathe to be like, why the fuck did you do that? What? That's not funny.
fucking A.
Even though I'm like, damn, that's why are you
I
doing
want
this to me?
tamales.
Tamale, tamale,
Fuck, it's tied up game.
They do have some nice Costco like tamales that they sell.
Yeah.
It's not authentic.
I want
but they taste
like
good.
homemade tamales. Like I want Consuela to
Yeah.
bring them in like a tray, and I'll give her like $50 for a
Tyson
tray.
had
of
his buddies
tamales.
come over a few weeks ago, and his mom made tamales, so that he's like, okay, here's tamales.
They have to be just right.
Mhm.
Like I've had a
I
lot of
love
tamales
homemade
that are
tamales.
just not good.
Yeah,
What?
There's people that didn't
fucking
grow
Del
up-
Taco tamales.
No,
Oh.
they're majority of the time they're homemade ones, but I'd assume that a lot of the time they cooked them the night before and then they're reheating them for whatever event, and then
The next question is: were they made by Susan or were they made by Consuela?
That's true too.
That's the other thing. I've never had tamales enough to remember, but I know that it has to have a good outside corn thing. Like it has to be the right consistency there, and then it has to have a fucking good amount of filling in it.
when you
That's
grab the
also
husk
good.
to unwrap it, you can tell if it's a good one just by grabbing the husk.
Yeah.
like you grab it and you go, ooh, your fingers start tingling.
The guarantee
Yeah.
is if you watch the ladies pull up on the block or on the job site.
If it's wrapped
they're like,
up in a
"Tamale!"
grocery bag, it is the best tamale you're ever gonna eat. I
Bro,
promise. They don't. There's no right container. They just put it in a fucking Walmart grocery bag and they just go,
Or
"You want one?
Ziplocs.
I'm gonna throw it at you."
Or
Ziplocs
Ziplocs.
work too.
Or the little metal like trays with tinfoil over the top of them.
fucking A.
Mm-hmm.
Hell
There's
yeah, dude.
it's like specific. It's like clockwork. Okay, the good
Yes.
tamales follow a frame.
We're a bunch of white dudes talking about how to do a good
It's good
tamale.
because if you ever had
I
good
bought
ones,
enough tamales.
I grew up
to
on
know.
Stone Valley.
I've eaten enough tamales in my life in the 16 years that I spent growing up in the Central Valley in California. I've had a few tamales in my life.
I
Fucking A.
grew up in Sun Valley. That's Mexican capital of Reno.
Reno,
Hell yeah.
Reno
I grew up
has
in
some
Tulare
good Mexican
County.
food.
Yeah. We're just on two different sides of the mountain, Colton. I think we're talking about the same place.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But honestly, it's a lot of the same food.
yeah,
I mean, a lot of the food that we get is just from right over the mountain.
exactly. I used to
Yeah.
go to a lot of friends' house, and of course their mothers would do the cooking, and they're like, "All right, you eating? Well, I'm hungry, so I guess I gotta eat." So you adapt to it pretty quick, because I come
yes,
from a
ma'am,
household.
I
They know.
am.
Yeah, I come from a household of spaghetti once a week.
Right,
Yeah, you know.
right. Hell yeah, bro. Mac and cheese every other day.
Nobody feels like cooking. Hamburger helper. Mexican.
Fuck, I
household, do not
got
bring that
cornbread
black
and
shit out.
bean soup.
Do not.
Cornbread and bean soup.
Yeah.
My least favorite was chicken and dumplings. I could not do that.
Those are
Oh, I
another one
love
you have to
chicken
get
and
really right.
dumplings.
Yeah,
That's-
they had to be done right.
Yeah, I've had a lot of the time chicken and dumplings. It's not good, and then I have it
Actually,
made
I
right,
retract
and
that.
it's ooh.
I just don't like them. I don't know why. My mom
It's,
used to
it's
make them too,
probably
and
the
I didn't
texture
like
of the
them then.
biscuits.
Yeah, I think it was really that because I just didn't look like that mushy
Oh,
stuff.
you know something? We need to have Oscar have biscuits and gravy because that
Yeah,
guy
he
sti-
does.
that guy still has never had biscuits.
I
and
think we
gravy.
made it for him.
Did you?
I don't.
I wasn't there for it. If you
I
did.
may have had the chance,
Yeah, 'cause
but I don't know for sure.
Okay.
last I heard, he hadn't had biscuits and gravy yet. And that's a white,
Yeah, I couldn't believe that.
that's a white person staple.
The Shanghai in front of Reed now does dim sum, and I'm interested to go
What's
try
that?
it out. Dim sum, it's imagine like a Chinese buffet, but they bring everything to the table, and it's
Oh,
kind of
okay.
like a sample platter, but spread out across dinner.
They just keep bringing you a bunch of little small things for an hour until you're done eating. Okay.
We went on a field trip about 10 years ago in San Francisco, and we went to a dim sum place, and that's where dim sum lives. And oh my god, it's so good.
I want to go
San
to a
Francisco
really good
just for dim sum.
hibachi.
We have good hibachi here in town.
We have a wonderful. Have
When-
you gone to EG's? for
Yeah,
hibachi?
I think
love
it's
EG's.
EG2. I
Yeah.
think it's EG2. Yeah, it does hibachi.
Is it one where the guy like cooks in front of you?
Yep.
And
Oh,
they're
is that what
wonderful.
hibachi is?
Yeah, yeah. The chefs that do the fancy
And they
egg
like do
flips.
the onion volcano and all
Yep,
that. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay. I know.
It's freaking wonderful.
My coworker
This
loved
next-
that place, and he would always just. I remember we sat down for the first time. He's like, "Can I get 3 bowls of rice? Like it's clockwork. 3 bowls of rice, yum yum sauce. Can I get that yum yum sauce?" And the
Yum
dude at
yum
the counter's like,
sauce.
he's like, "Yeah, I got the yum yum sauce." He's like, "Yum yum sauce," and he would just squirt it from over the fucking the grill and onto his plate. And he's like, "Is that enough?" He's like, "More yum yum. Let's go. Come on."
Yes, dude.
So he just handed him the bottle. He was like, "Here, you want more?" Yeah, okay.
He's like, I gotta keep cooking, dude.
This next time we come down, instead of like focusing on like going places and all over the place and stuff like that, let's focus on going to fun places to eat and just like kicking it and having like
a time.
bowling, miniature golf, whatever.
I
Yep.
hardly know
Word.
anywhere that's like cool in Reno to just have a bite to eat or have a drink and shit like that.
I know.
Downtown.
I know. Yeah.
Walk down the river.
Yeah, do that or walk Midtown.
Yep.
All those little shops
Midtown
that
is
are right
great.
there.
Yeah.
They
There's
have
a
that-
wonderful fucking.
They have that
pizza shop.
homegrown.
I've
The
always
homegrown
wanted to-
gastropub is fucking spectacular.
I've still not been. To that.
I paid $18 for a pulled pork sandwich, and I would spend $30 on that pulled pork sandwich. It was so fucking good.
Fucking A.
Because like you go, ew, coleslaw. Well, if you had coleslaw on a pulled pork sandwich, it's so fucking good.
I agree with that.
It is like
statement.
highly curated to taste super good, and all of the ingredients are local here in town. That's why it's the
Fucking A.
homegrown gastropub.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually sick.
I've always wanted to go to a place called Shays. It's like I think it's a pub, some kind of bar on Virginia. In what is it? At the other podcast that I used to do, they a lot of the bands that played there, they do a lot of local bands that play music there on the weekends and all that. Like
Fucking
you can go in there and see a show and all that.
Yeah.
You guys also have gaming bars there too.
Yes, we
kinda
do.
Cool
Yeah,
to check
we
out.
do.
Yeah, we do.
Like the Glass Die.
There's a glass die. That's more of a tabletop place.
Yeah, well, no, I like, yeah, that's what I was saying. It's
Yeah.
like you guys have the Glass Die, which is tabletop, and then you guys also have places like Press Start Arcade and Bar,
Press Start's pretty good. What's that? It's the one with the number. I was just there. recently.
Playfield 76.
Playfield 76. That's right. That place is pretty lit. It's a lot of pinball machines, but it's got a huge bar.
I like
Oh.
pinball.
Mm-hmm. Press Start has a nice bar, but there's areas to sit down, couches, and they have a Guitar Hero machine. It's the only
Cool.
place in town
Hell yeah.
besides Chuck E. Cheese I know of that has a Guitar Hero machine.
But yeah, like next time we come down, let's try to do shit like that instead of trying to focus on like getting everybody out to the lake or
Yeah.
going up somewhere. Like let's just hang out local
it in
and
the
chill, vibe, have a good time, get fucking drunk as fuck.
The lake is local.
Fucking A.
The lake is
I mean,
local.
we could go to the lake.
So go up
if-
to South Tahoe or up to Incline Village up there on the north.
We should go to Donner. Donner's nice.
Donner is wonderful.
I've never been up to Donner,
Donner
actually,
Pass
other
is
than
nice.
just driving past it.
Mm-hmm. It's basically
we'll-
Zephyr.
We'll
but
try to
way
get
less
as much
crowded.
time off as we can.
Okay. And then I'm trying to think of another place in town that we could go to. I mean, there's trails around here, but I don't want to bring 20 people hiking.
Right.
That would be kind of ridiculous. I hate it. when
Well,
I see
especially
20 people.
because we're gonna have 3, or 2 littles.
Well, they gotta learn. Just kidding.
Not
yeah.
that little.
Just start crawling. We can get them like
Ellie would probably love it.
all-terrain crawlers for like their arms.
Ellie and Dallas would be fine,
Mhm.
but
Yeah, those two would be fine.
well, I mean, honestly, it'd be up to Oscar and them if they would want to take him hiking, because he'd have to still be in a backpack.
Yeah.
It'd be up to them carrying him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then David and Grace, if it's July.
Yeah,
I hike on job sites all day, every day, man.
yeah, but let's
I've
take a
got-
9-month pregnant woman hiking.
Oh, see, yeah, I wasn't considering that.
Yeah.
I was considering carrying my baby.
We
Well, if he was
We-
born by then, it'd be a really easy hike because it'd just be like do 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 do.
Yeah.
It'd be
Bro-
like carrying a sandwich.
Yo, if the drive-in's not
umbrella.
busy, we could go see a movie. Because if they're not busy, we can just like set up a bunch of chairs in parking spots.
Word.
Be a bunch of fucking assholes.
Well,
Who are you gonna
just-
throw out? The only people here?
We just bring I don't know, blow up mattress, set it in the bed of the truck or something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're bringing the truck when we come down this time, so
Two
I'll have my
mattresses.
stereo and everything in there too.
Yeah.
match.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That'll be fun.
That was a lot.
If we do end up going to the drive-in, we have to park in the back,
Oh.
Yeah.
and B, I need blankets for my headlights because I can't shut them all the way off.
Hell yeah. We get multiple
The
costumes.
surrounds stay on.
Depending what time you come down in the summer, though, we can do a food truck Friday.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
are always
Those are
nice.
pretty nice.
I mean,
Yeah,
if
those
we
are
do
cool.
I mean, I'm going to the taco truck, plain and simple.
Hey, I know all the good ones.
M&M.
Like
Ooh.
Dollar Street tacos are the best.
M&M's
Fish and
Southern.
chicken.
Yeah, dude.
M&M's Fish and Chicken. That place is fucking fantastic. It's like Southern cuisine to the max.
Bro, like the the sweet teas they bring out to you
Mhm.
in the fucking big old
Oh, I
mason
love
jars.
It's like a syrup.
Dude.
It's so good.
Ah,
I
melt
don't
over
drink
that
sweet
place.
tea, so on the rare occasions that I get it, I just fucking go
I
ham.
was
They
about to
have
say their mac and cheese mixed with anything on their menu, really.
fuck yeah, dude. Their gumbo's fire.
Mhm.
I even tried. Well, no, I didn't try it. Someone did. But I tried the hush puppies and the chicken fingers were immaculate, dude. Like, fuck. I had something else there. I can't remember what it was. I want to try the alligator, too.
So we're having a foodie and chill trip this next time.
Sick.
Fuck
Foodie and
yes.
chill.
Foodie and chill.
Foodie and chill.
And like I said, if Art Town, I think is in June. I don't know if you're coming down in June, but June has
Okay.
Art Town, and it's pretty cool to walk around and see cool shit that they've got.
I think
I'm
Because they pull
I'm
people
down
from
to
across
start
the country.
planning something. Like, babe, if we started planning something, would you be like for trip wise? We're
Yeah.
discussing trip stuff.
Trip stuff.
I think it starts in June, but I took Ellie to it last year. Me and my mom did the Dragon
Earlier.
Lights Festival. It's happening again this year, and I think it's like from June to August, like sometime in August.
Yeah.
So that'd be another really fun thing to go do, and just like a chill walk around and even with all the kids and whatever. It's
Yeah.
a family thing, and it's fucking cool.
We go throw eggs at our high school.
Could do that. Break into our own.
Fuck it, high
Hey,
school.
Hypothetically.
The problem is none of us are minors anymore, and that's how you catch a felony.
Exactly.
Yeah, see,
Not
when,
if you don't catch us.
when
We'll
I
just
put-
blame the kids that are standing in the parking lot.
Here's the loophole. We'll break into a high school we didn't go to. Then they didn't know it was us.
We'll go shatter that
They
room
still
next
have
to the gym.
cameras.
Or you remember the door next to the gym, the window that always got shattered?
Yeah.
I went into there to vote by the small gym. Window's still shattered. That window
yeah,
is
that's what we're-
eternally shattered.
Ooh.
Well, they don't have the budget to
Ooh.
fix it. They spend all the budget fixing the football field.
Yeah.
They have to have a new one every year.
Yeah, they got to get a new football field every 2 years.
They
so all
don't
the
know how to
grass dies.
maintain it.
The track is nice now.
Cammy just looked up Art Town. It starts June 30th.
Oh, okay, so it's July. All right. Yeah, our town's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's all of July.
It just depends on what events they have going on.
July will be not an active year for us. We will be
Yeah,
hunkering down right about the start of July.
yeah. I was gonna say I figured you guys would be battening down the hatches in July because
That's
what
nesting
is
time.
Grace's due date again?
The 18th.
The 18th.
Yeah.
I knew it was in July. I just couldn't remember when in July.
Yeah, right around the middle. But yeah, I'm super excited.
Hell yeah.
Blessed.
We're a video game podcast, right?
Video games are
Dude, I've been
wonderful.
playing a lot.
We
of
are
good
an
video games
everything
recently.
podcast.
Mm-hmm. At its core, we talk about games
Yeah, yeah.
Eventually, we do. Yeah, we get
at some
there.
point.
And music.
And music.
And current events.
And music. We didn't talk about JPEG Brown and Danny. JPEG Brown. JPEG Mafia and Danny Brown's newest album, Scaring the Hose.
Yeah.
It scares the hose. It's a certified banger.
It's
So good.
It was very interesting to listen to. I wasn't expecting that. I knew who JPEG was and of course Danny Brown,
Mm-hmm.
but I still wasn't quite expecting those tracks, you know?
Yeah.
Those beats were fucking out of this
JPEG is at the
world.
top of his game. He is doing such a stellar job
Nuts.
at producing beats.
Nuts.
JPEG
dude.
and Chicken Dumpling.
Chicky Dumpies?
Chicken
Sorry.
Dumpy.
Dumpy chick.
Tyler Creator released the estate sale for Call Me If You Get Lost, which is just B-sides that didn't make the album. They're also really good. On it is there's a song called Wharf Talk,
Okay.
and it's another Tyler A$AP Rocky collab.
Oh, fucking
Because
A.
it has been almost 5 years since Potato Salad came out.
Damn, that's wild.
Yeah. Because everybody's been begging because they formed a rap group called Wing Sap, and they were like, oh, our album's coming soon. And then we never got the album. It's kind of like the JPEG Brown and JPEG Brown. I said it again. JPEG Mafia and Danny Brown album, where they're like, oh, we're working on one. And everyone went, sure, you're working on it. And it's going to come out soon, isn't it?
Fucking
And then
A.
it did. Fantastic. Metallica's got a new album dropping next week. 72
Nice.
Seasons is what it's titled.
Okay, for
Is
sure.
that how long they've been playing?
I don't know. I'd like to add that up. If only there was an easy way to divide seasons into years. Gosh. If only there was like 4 seasons every year. 72 divided by 4. Somebody. Because I can't do math right now.
That's like 18.
Is it divided?
No, it's 18. 72 divided by 4. That's 18.
18 and a half. So that's definitely not how long they've been
What?
making music for.
17, 18. How?
18 and a half?
17.
72 divided by 4. Oh, no, it is 18.
Yeah.
What the fuck did I type in?
Yeah, I was like, my
Oh,
brain,
I did 74 divided
my
by 4.
brain
My bad.
was fucking melting.
You're like
dude. I was-
36 and 36.
I was like 80 minus 4 minus 4 is 72.
Yeah.
Huh? Huh?
Oh, I get 18. That's the age that like Drake loses interest.
They've released
Oh,
11 studio albums, 8 live albums, 3 extended plays, 44 singles,
The
10
flame.
video albums, 43 music videos, 1 soundtrack album, and 1 collaboration album, and 3 box sets.
They've got a lot of stuff under their belt. Brandon,
Damn.
Theory of a Dead Man released a new album last month. I know you were all on top of it. Do you have an honest opinion of Dinosaur?
What? I actually don't know that song.
The album Dinosaur.
By Theory of a Dead Man?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
When
I
did it
know
come
how much- it came out like March 17th. Okay, there's a bug.
Is that what that noise was?
Yeah.
No, have not heard anything of it.
Okay, cool. Then we'll leave it there. Trying to think of other new music that came out recently. All right, cool. That did it for music this week.
Ed Sheeran's
fucking-
come
I
out
watched,
with like a new song every few months.
Or I went to a concert last night. Saw a coworker play in his band. And I
Nice.
saw a couple of other cool bands in just a basement of a bar down on 4th Street.
Yep.
Woo woo. But this first guy that played, his name was Philly Pendejo.
Nice. Was it Philly like Philadelphia?
No, Philly
Fuck.
like F-E-L-I. But the guy was fucking
Philly-
awesome. He was like
Phillies.
old school punk, like the I love you kind of shit. Like, like some of it was like monotone spoken too. It was fucking interesting to listen to.
Golly, that's spectacular.
It was interesting. And then they were followed up by this band called Sigil, and it was a girl band, and they put on a damn good show. Someone said they were like a mix between like I can't even remember the comparison now. Shit. But they were good. They were old school like 80s rock band kind of, inspiration. But the next one to play was my buddy or my coworker's band Peridian Fire. And they're a cool bunch of dudes, and they kind of played like the heavier metal type shit. They sounded a lot like Killswitch Engage. And they ended their show
That
with
is their curse.
a tribute, My Curse.
Ah!
Yeah, dude, but it was so fun to hear these guys play. Like they had wonderful fucking energy, and my coworker's a mad guitarist. He was lead guitarist and backup vocalist. And fucking shout out Nick Jones and Peridian Flame.
Hell yeah.
They're pretty sick.
I've noticed that having energy is sometimes better than raw talent. Because
Yeah.
I saw a
Yeah.
band last year. I forget what their name was, but they were one of the openers for who did I see? Pup. Can't believe I
A.
forgot the name of this band. But their guitarist was really fucking good. And he looked like just a normal dad they pulled out of the crowd and just put up on stage and said, "Here, you need to play guitar for us tonight." But they had no energy.
Fuck.
Their music was crazy, but their stage presence was nothing. Sheer Mag, that was the name of the band.
Damn.
But they fucking
That's
slayed.
sick.
It just, playing a live show, it just felt like they were there to collect a paycheck. There was no energy.
And by the way, Metallica has been around since 1981. They've been around for 42 years.
I think Kill 'Em All came out in 83. 82 or 83. And that was their first one.
The headliner for the show last night was this band named Crash Karma.
Okay.
It's another local one, and it's just a husband and wife duo. The wife plays fucking drums, and the husband's on the guitar, and they fucking shred.
I was just going to say, I saw Bad Flower a few weeks ago, and their first opener was Blood Red Shoes, and it was a dude on drums, and then the lead singer and vocalist was a woman.
Yeah,
Yeah, and they were pretty good, but
it was interesting.
it's weird what just two people in a band can do.
It's
and then I
wild,
think of like
right?
Royal Blood is just a bass player and a drummer.
Yeah.
Have you heard anything
So-
about Royal Blood, Brandon?
On the radio.
Yeah, it's just a drummer and a bass player.
The reason everybody misassumed the relationship between like the White Stripes is because when they got married, he took her last name.
Oh, Meg White, yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, he took Meg's last name when they got married.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why everybody was like, "Oh, they're brother and sister because he has her last name, so they've got to be related."
Maybe his original last name was like off, and that he was just trying to distance himself. It just wasn't working out.
I've looked it up before.
No, nobody. Okay.
Sorry. I was looking at my notes.
No worries.
My bad.
I'm looking up Wikipedia.
Colton is looking up Jack White's
Wikipedia.
original last name.
Oh, okay.
Jack Stripes.
Jack Black.
I actually have him in my notes. It's what I
Really?
was gonna go into next after Jack White.
Okay. I have video game stuff.
Okay, cool, nice.
Very nice.
Got it, Colton. It should be in the top line of Wikipedia.
Yeah, it says Jack Anthony White Gillis.
What was he born
It was
as?
Gillis. Yeah, his birth last name was Gillis. John Anthony Gillis.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, yeah. Gillis.
On the other Jack color spectrum, Jack Black. So the new Mario movie came out this weekend,
Right.
and it's coming out to okay reviews. People like it, critics don't like it, so it's one of those movies. Fuck the critics.
Yep.
That means it's great. If the critics hate it and the crowd loves it,
It's a good movie because that means the people love the movie, and that's
Right.
what matters is people liking the movie. Anyways, he released a song in promotion for the movie. It's titled Peaches. So you look up Jack Black, Peaches. He's dressed up as Bowser. It's fantastic. The video is directed by Cole Bennett, which means it's on Lyrical Lemonade. It's fucking crazy how big Lyrical Lemonade has gotten in the past 6 or 7 years. Because before it was just Cole Bennett would direct music videos for people on SoundCloud to promote their mixtapes.
Right.
And then right when I noticed when it started to blow up was when he got J. Cole and Jid to do that song Off D's. And then a year later, he had Eminem do a music video for Lyrical Lemonade. And it was Godzilla and shit like that. And he's been big ever since. And now everybody big has been scheduling, I don't know, music video shoots to do with Cole Bennett. And now it's translated into the Super Mario movie, now has a music video on Lyrical Lemonade. And I think that's fantastic. Makes you wonder if Cole Bennett will move on from music videos one of these days. Because if you watch a lot of Lyrical Lemonade's music videos, it spans into many different art forms, and he's done many different things. It's not just the same old, tired rap video shot over and over again. Because the one he did with Eminem later in 2020 during the pandemic was his pandemic song, and it was just Eminem walking around a broken down house, and I assume they shot it at Eminem's place. And it was done very well. If it was like a small crew just walking around Eminem's house and going, okay, you're going to go stand out there in a Mike Vick jersey and talk about dogs. Because that's what he did. I don't know, but it's pretty fantastic. And it's a really good fucking song. It's Jack Black just fucking wailing again.
For sure. I
'Cause
mean,
it's been a while since Tenacious D has done anything that's like really prevalent.
right.
So it's nice to hear Jack Black get back into the studio and start just screaming on the mic.
He's wonderful at it.
We love Jack Black.
Fuck yeah.
Jack Black was just on an episode of Aussie Man too.
Aussie Man?
Aussie Man, yeah, he does.
Oh, the
He-
voiceover shit.
Yeah, well, like, he does like the Destination Fucked videos, or like he does a lot of different like React videos where like he'll be like he'll react or do voiceover stuff for the video that he's watching or whatever.
Right.
I wish.
Yeah, he did a recent walk and talk with Jack Black and just like asked him some interview questions. He also kind of does behind the actors studio thing, but the Aussie version of it, where he interviews like different celebrities and asks them questions, and like he'll ask them like guess random Aussie slang just for fun.
I wish Jack Black would upload more to his gaming channel that he started.
I was
He
literally
said
about
he
to
said
say.
he stepped back from. Actually, in the Aussie Man video, he actually said he
Ooh.
stepped back from that because he got back into acting again, and that took up most of his time.
Yeah, okay. It
Right.
felt like something he started with his son, and then it really kicked
Yep.
off. Because of the pandemic, everybody was at home.
Yeah, he played a couple Red Dead Redemption 2 videos and then played it very poorly. I love Jack Black, but Jesus.
He is very.
He did not know how to play that video. His sons were sitting there like, just go to that dot. The objective's there. And he's like, what's that over there? Oh my God.
He is the explorer. He's the reason that Rockstar spent so long making that fucking leaf on the tree look as good as it
Yeah,
does.
he was just like, oh, what's this? What? And his sons were like, dude, this is a set 100-hour game, and you're gonna make it 1,000-hour one.
That's what I did when I played Red Dead. That opening mission, I was just running around in the snow, looking at my fucking
Dude,
footprints. I was
see-
like, dude, it works!
Dude, I fucking when I first started playing it, everyone was sitting there watching it going, what? This looks crazy. It looks amazing. It looks like a movie. And I was just sitting there walking in the snow going, dude, that's crazy. And they're like, you're just walking in circles. And I'm like, yeah,
That's
but look,
the
there's
fun.
His footprints are going there. And they're like, so are you looking at the rest of the screen? And I'm like, yeah, games look good. Look at that. Games don't do that.
I remember when he announced he was in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 as a skatable character, and I was like, dude, we can just pick Jack Black. And I was pissed off to find out that there's no Jack Black character in the game. He's Officer Dick. He drives the
Yeah.
golf carts that run you over in the levels that have golf carts. Yeah. And he
I
has
think you can
voice
use
lines.
I think you can use a code breaker or a game genie to make him playable though.
Probably.
In the original ones, not in the new ones, obviously.
I don't think Jack
but-
Black's in the old ones.
No, if he was Officer Dick though.
He's Officer Dick in just Pro Skater 1 and 2, the remake.
Oh, just
plus
the
two.
remake.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I meant by that. Because he
Oh,
did all the
okay.
mocap for it, and he was with Tony Hawk when Tony Hawk got everybody that was in the game together at his warehouse before the pandemic. Because they did it just before the pandemic started.
Yeah, because there used to be ways to add in like characters that were just like tertiary characters as skatable characters with game genies and code
Correct.
breakers.
The developers put themselves into the game. So like the game genie would be able to access all those characters that the devs put in as a secret.
Or what it would do is it would just steal the like it would take the location for the character model file and replace it with the character model file for whatever
Hell yeah.
that character was. It's like character model file is 00F320.
Like it's hard to believe that an actual unlockable character in Tony Hawk Underground 2 is Shrek.
Somebody
and
else
also,
told me
and
that.
also Steve-O. And Jesse James.
Yeah, dude.
and Iron Man.
And Benjamin Franklin.
Benjamin Franklin, what the fuck?
You could unlock
This-
the way that
You
Underground
could.
2 was set up was every level had a pro skater, your custom skater, a special skater, which was somebody like Jesse James or Steve-O. Steve-O rode a mechanical bull and Jesse James was on a fucking Segway,
Hell yeah, dude.
like a
And
motor
George
Segway.
Washington had a special manual where he had the kite with the lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Huh.
And then there was a skater where they just had really cool special moves that you would unlock. So in like one level it was a tagger. So it was like a guy that could graffiti spray.
Okay.
And then in another level it was like a hot dog vendor. So it was a guy that just had like hot dog vending moves. I don't know what how you would describe
Didn't he have
it.
a hot dog cart?
Yes.
He just tossed the weenies.
The weenie tosser.
Tossing weenies, dude.
Dude, the two Tony Hawk Underground games, like the first two were fucking amazing.
The story in Underground 2 is very bad, but the gameplay, the mission variety is just unmatched.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I have a soft spot in my heart for Underground 1 just because of the Moscow level, and that being the first level that I broke 1 billion points on a single grind on.
Mhm.
And to this day, the only one I ever broke 2 billion on.
Moscow's so easy to grind on because it has just rails everywhere, and then you can get up on top of the castle walls and grind there too, and then come back down to the bottom of the level and fucking
There's
keep doing
literally
circles.
one gigantic line.
It's fantastic.
And if you had a creative skater that was made with a code breaker or a game genie, you could not with perfect balance, not with cheats on, but they made it so they had higher than perfect stats, and your grind would reset every time you would dark slide.
Absolutely.
It would still get pretty sensitive, like when you got really high up, so you'd still have to focus. But dark sliding is what made everything different.
Also, it had create a trick, so you could create your stupid, ridiculous tricks.
I can never land a dark slide.
Downright triangle.
Tony Hawk's. Yeah, I remember when I first played Tony Hawk. It's hard to pick up for the first time because there's a lot you got to learn.
Yeah.
But I've been playing it for so long, it's just second nature. Like
The trick with the dark slides on the first underground was like you would do your line, you would do a dark slide to reset it, and immediately jump out of the dark slide into a different grind.
Yeah. On True Achievements, I think the 192nd person to complete Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. And that number is still stupid low. I still think it's still under 500 people that have completed that game.
Wow.
Because the game has get theirs, and there's an achievement to complete all the hard get theirs. There's one where you have to do all 3 roll call rails in one combo. That is insanely stupid.
That.
Yeah, it was so stupid. I think that took me like 4 hours to do.
Oh my god.
Because when you start the level, you do this giant staircase at the beginning. Then you have to ride like 20 seconds off to the side of the map to do a rail, and then you have to go uphill to get the third rail. And when you have to try and do a manual uphill, you have to start putting in wall rides and try and grind and shit like that. It's so difficult. And it's why I see why people do not get that achievement, is because even I was having problems with it. And I'm in like the top 1% of people that play Tony Hawk. Do you remember when I was ranked 6 on Burnside, Colton? There for a little bit? Yeah, you could when you play it online, you could actually log high scores on the leaderboard. And I was fucking 6 on the leaderboard at one point.
I was like 20-something, 14?
Yeah, you cracked top 20.
Yeah.
I checked our scores because I went and played the level again, and I scroll back down. Where I think I'm still in the top 200, which means your score is probably a little bit further behind.
Yeah.
Which is still pretty cool. I like that I'm still on that leaderboard.
And that was like without even having any fucking idea what either of us was doing.
We kept wall planning that one grind, if you remember that. Yeah.
Which is the back and forth.
I was like, hey, Colton, this one's in Oregon.
Let's do this one.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I couldn't get to number 1, though. I think that number 1 score was still like triple what I got at
Holy
number
shit.
6. Yeah. I was like, oh, there's no way. There's no way I'm hitting.
They're probably cheating.
Or spamming one.
Cheating,
particular-
or they have a cheese move that they haven't revealed to anybody yet.
Yeah.
Because people that are cheating like to put theirs in the billions because they're cheaters. What is it? Warehouse's high scores are ruined because people have cheated those leaderboards.
Yeah.
Poor suckers. David, got some gaming news?
Yeah, in other gaming details and news, we've got Arc news, and developers have announced they're going to shut down the community servers for that one.
Ooh.
If you rent servers, or if you want to play offline, that's fine. It'll be open. But then they're going to release, and this is Arc 1, by the way, okay? I've got news about Arc 2 as well. So they're going to release a $50 DLC, and at that point you can get access back to the community servers. And a whole bunch of fucking,
No.
just direct screw yous to the customer.
Direct punch to the cock.
And they want us to buy another game?
Yeah, so Arc 2 is going to be released next year now, by the way. And I just made an additional note. Fuck you, Wildcard, and eat shit. So
Yeah, that's pretty shitty.
that's,
a game
that's
that
terrible.
I paid for years and years ago. They
I
want me.
pre-ordered that shit.
Yeah, they want us to now pay $50 to continue to use. It's a $50 continue to use fee.
It's ridiculous. Like, why? You're just repainting the old game that you said, okay, we're kind of moving on now, this new one's on the way. And it's just kind of the same old shit. We understand, I think we all understand and appreciate a delay of game based upon, just continuing of building on that game. But the $50 DLC seems very just out of
To keep playing
The
on their
fact
official
that they're
server, that's
disabling the ability to host your own servers
Not that much.
unless you pay them $50 or pay them the monthly server subscription fee is horse shit.
Yeah,
I think you can still host a dedicated server
It's just the official servers you can't play anymore.
Official is the only one I've heard is
All
definitely
the free
dying.
servers.
That's
If
stupid.
you pay for your server, I think that's still standing, and it's very lackluster
This
on the
is real?
details I got. But yeah,
What the fuck?
What are you
uh,
doing, wild card? That's a wild card.
it is a wild card. I don't know. That was a very out
That's
of
gross.
left field.
That is gross.
Hell Let Loose, on the other hand, is coming up with a save. They have announced a roadmap for the next 6 months of this year.
Okay.
It's 3 updates in the next 6 months. So starting in April, actually a couple days ago now on the 5th. So they came out with a couple of small fixes, including a map called Cursed, which was unplayable both on console and PC. And that has been resolved, so hopefully a new map that we can get into.
Cool.
Ahead of that, we've got June, which will introduce the British Army Forces
Nice.
and a new tank.
That's cool.
A new tank, a whole
That'll-
bunch of new vehicles.
That'll have new guns.
The J.J.
new
Abrams?
Yeah.
guns.
J.J. Abrams.
Mantling mechanics will be updated and fixed.
Ooh, okay.
Hand gestures will be introduced.
For people that don't have mics.
Yeah.
Cool. That's pretty cool.
That's going to be very
Hopefully one of
interesting.
them is a middle finger.
Better be.
Right.
It's World
um,
War II. It has to be.
Maps are getting refreshed in atmosphere and some other aspects. Hopefully some graphics, maybe some more foliage to hide in. Report tools for console will be introduced. Free DLC. It'll all be cosmetic, but
Nice.
free.
Cool. Good.
And then in July we'll get a new game mode, and it's going to be a small force concentrated game mode, so it'll be smaller maps, no
Concentration
vehicles. Maybe the concentration
What?
camp.
We okay?
I'm good there. Jesus, Colton.
Okay.
There go the rails.
You know what else they said is they're gonna continue updating the game, year by year, and every year is another year of World War, II. Was it II in the 40s?
Yeah.
Yeah. So every year will be a new year. That's kind of cool, new, introducing new things every year. Like I said, that new small game mode, tutorial modes will be introduced for all kinds of different things. So now we'll know how to do things we don't know shit about, and there's only YouTube guides for. I think that'll be very helpful for like commanders, because going halfway through a game without a commander is it's not just like Battlefield, right? Because your commander is only kind of doing little extra things that don't really tell.
The commander in
difference of the
Battlefield
game.
4 was a gimmick for
Right.
people to
Yeah.
download the app.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the commander in this game spawns supplies for you to just be successful at all.
He gives
you
you
can't-
he gives you your vehicles. He gives you what you fucking need. Tells you where to go.
Vehicles, supplies. I mean, if you can't get a garrison down, you're done.
Yeah.
And some other things that are coming is 101st Airborne Division, so we'll get some new
Oh, I wonder if
costumes.
they're gonna have paratrooping into it.
That'd be fucking cool,
Like
right?
like on the airheads, you actually fucking jump out of the sky into it.
Right.
Or if they maybe they'll add like they already have the Normandy maps for like D-Day and all that stuff. Maybe they'll add a map where it was the morning before,
Yeah.
where all the paratroopers went in, so it's like a night map and you fucking parachute into the objective.
Right.
That'd be fucking tight.
Yeah. They're doing active weather events too.
Ooh, okay.
So that'll be like rain and snow and shit. So that'll
Yeah.
be fun. Like foggy snowstorms. This game gets like really involved,
Yeah, because the weather was random originally, like every game, so it'll be cool to have it transition, have the fog roll in and out on certain areas of the map.
Fucking A. To finish it off, September, they're going to add the Polish forces
Okay, that's cool.
and skirmish game mode. So that'll be another small.
Probably like urban close quarters thing.
Right.
Yeah.
It'll be cool though. New Finnish and German units, new German artillery, and yeah, just a bunch of new cool things coming for Hell Let Loose. And I'm excited to see it. That game's fun
cool.
to play. It'll keep you. I don't know. I always notice myself getting hyped for that game.
And the way that you said it with how the every year is a different year of the war, it'll probably eventually lead into laps being in like Berlin and on the Pacific front and stuff like that too.
Right. I can't wait to see like 42.
The
Like
game ends with
43.
Hiroshima map.
Oh my god.
no. Oh
That's
no.
the final update.
Oh no.
No, they'll just take it to Vietnam, Desert Storm,
Mhm.
Afghanistan.
Hey,
It'd be Korea.
Before
right
you
after
know it, World
II.
War III.
I can't
In
wait for the
hell
World
let
War III
loose.
video game. Yeah.
That was Modern Warfare 3.
Oh shit. So guys, when I download a game on Xbox, and you think about me, what's the
You.
first thing that I do when I open up the game?
Look
Look
at the
achievement
achievements.
list.
Right.
Yeah.
See, everybody knows. And recently, I've been having this weird like dilemma with myself. Oh my god, another goal.
Oh, they're mad.
They are going back and forth. There's been 2 goals scored in the last minute. I've been having a dilemma on whether achievements are really worth it or not anymore because
Ooh.
I've told you guys about easy achievements hitting the Xbox store, correct?
Yeah.
Games come out and they're designed so that you get all the achievements in like half an hour, and even in some crazy cases, like 5 minutes.
Just by completing the game.
And
Yeah.
you can get 1,000 gamer score in 5 minutes. And there's a new plague of game developers putting out updates to these easy games where they'll put out like another 5 achievements that are also another 1,000 gamer score, and you can get those in 5 minutes. There are games on the Xbox Marketplace that you can play the game for about half an hour and get 5,000 gamer score because of all the DLC packs that they add that are also easy.
That's
That's
fucking
wild.
insane.
I use that website True Achievements because True Achievements is a really good place to track achievements, I believe.
Yeah.
It gives you a lot of data, and it shows you other players and how many other people are completing the games, and it compares their website percentages with Xbox's percentages, which is a cool metric.
Yeah.
So like if there's an achievement on Xbox that 0.05% of people have, but 10% of people on this website have, it's not a bad achievement. It just means a large volume of players didn't even bother going for it. There is a man by the name of Mattel18. He created a new gamer tag called Baby Gamers Suck. And he is attempting to break the 1 million gamer score barrier in a record amount of time.
Ooh,
The
okay.
current
Oh,
world
fuck.
record is a little over 6 months. Somebody achieved 1 million gamer score in a little over 6 months.
Remember way back in the day, and it was like
1 million
impossible
was
to do.
impossible.
Yeah,
It took Stallion 83 like 8 years.
There
It-
just weren't enough
9
games
years.
on the marketplace to get to 1 million.
Yeah, there wasn't enough games on the
Yeah.
marketplace, and he hit it, I think, on Titanfall. So it was like 2014 or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
It took him
I
a
gave up on
long
getting
time.
achievements after 100,000.
Yeah, it takes a long time to hit 1 million in the old days. But nowadays, somebody was able to hit 1 million in 6 months because of these easy achievements. If somebody like Stallion looked at these super easy games hitting the marketplace right now, he could probably easily jump back into first place because he kind of retired from achievements too. Because he's like, you know what? I was the first person to hit 1 million, and I think he was the first or second to hit 2 million.
Wow.
And he's kind of just put it on the back burner. He still gets achievements, but it's not his main focus.
It's like Ray.
Yeah. So this guy's like, you know what? I'm going to break the record. He created a spreadsheet. Let me see. He mapped it out, and it features 772 games that he has to play to hit the 1 million gamer score milestone. He said he owns 60% of the games, and the other 40% he has to purchase, but he has $400 saved up in Microsoft Rewards points.
Wow.
And he's going to
Wow.
use that money to purchase the remaining games that he needs. He's trying to make it like a free adventure. He doesn't want to spend a bunch of money to get to 1 million gamer score.
Cool, 'cause he's just Bing searching every 10 minutes.
Pretty much, and he's got all the extras and
chilling.
bonuses downloaded. Because I think if you add up my lifetime points, I haven't even crossed the $300 barrier, and I've been doing it since 2016.
Oh, I'm well over the $300 barrier.
Yeah, I'm not as vigilant getting points. I just kind of accidentally earn them, and I just cash $25 cards whenever I get them.
I've probably spoken about the $30 barrier with the rewards.
I was
Okay.
enrolled in the rewards program when it was still in beta, though.
In the first 7 days that this guy has accumulated gamer score, he has earned 3,766 achievements for 387,135 gamer score. He did 387,000 gamer score in a week.
Wow.
Wow.
In comparison, my lifetime achievements, I've popped 11,236 achievements for a whopping 262,000 gamer score. This man has eclipsed my gamer score and put another 100,000 on top of it in just a week, playing these easy ass fucking games. He actually broke the daily gamer score record by amassing 245,000 in just day one. by playing the literal easiest games that he could in a 24-hour period. The previous record was 213,000. That's how easy these games are. Where in a 24-hour period, you can pop 245,000 gamer score. My gamer score is 17,000 above that. Somebody can get the amount of gamer score that I have in one day. Just about. That is insane. He popped so much gamer score in a short amount of time that Xbox banned his account.
Wow.
Right? For using unauthorized software to pop achievements. And he basically, messaged Microsoft and went, I've been streaming all week. You can go look at the VODs. I popped all these legit, and his account was quickly unbanned because Microsoft was starting to get like that little heat from, this guy did it legit. Do you think this is something that Microsoft looks into, or they just kind of go, whatever, and they just kind of forget about gamer score? Gamer score just becomes another arbitrary number on Xbox.
The reason they go is because they take 20% of that fucking
They sell
99 cents or whatever.
Yeah.
So they still make money.
Yeah. And the whole reason this guy's doing it is to raise awareness on how just watered down the gamer score system has become. Because now I'm not even going for gamer score. I'm just completing games. I think it's more worthwhile to complete games that mean something than to download AABS animals. It's titled that way, AABS, so that it pops up at the top of lists.
Wow.
Well, and why go for all the achievements?
Yeah.
Just play the game. Have fun.
That's what I'm doing with Far Cry 5 right now. I'm just trying to get all the side stuff done, and then I'm going to finish the story missions.
People don't even talk about gamer score anymore. They talk about PlayStation Platinums. Like, how many platinum trophies do you have? Which is just a mark for how many completions you have.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a more worthwhile measurement than a number that Xbox is giving you that's just inflated nowadays.
Yeah, 5 achievements for 1,000. Like, that's fucking
That's insane.
yeah.
And Microsoft's not doing too much about it. And then you have games like Gears of War that take thousands of hours to complete for about 2,000 gamer score. Because there's 200 achievements in those games to grab.
I want to say I think PlayStation has the same problem though with the games that you can literally just pop platinums on.
Mm-hmm. But if you look at somebody's profile and they're just popping platinums on easy games, then they just kind of go, oh, whatever. You have easy platinums. But they do have that problem on PlayStation where people are the same games are trying to get onto the PlayStation Marketplace to give people easy platinums. And I don't know if Sony's clamping down on that or not because I don't give a shit about PlayStation trophies.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah, I've never really
So,
after getting them.
Mm-hmm.
In gaming energy drink news,
Yeah.
Monster Energy went after Nintendo and Capcom.
For what?
The use of the word monster.
They want to put the word monster in the title of games.
Really?
No, they
Yes.
did. Pocket Monsters and Monster Hunter.
Yeah, they're claiming that
They own the word monster.
they're
They
claiming
got
that it's
dismissed
confusing.
immediately.
Yeah, they're basically saying that, oh, you're using the word monster. People are confusing it for the energy drink.
Yeah, they're trying to say they own the word monster.
They're bullying little studios. So basically, like an indie developer that's making a game, they put monster in the title. They're basically handing out lawsuits and going, oh, well, we own the word monster. You can't use that. Oh, you
Yeah,
can
they
use
sued
it.
somebody just recently right
Yeah.
before Nintendo.
They had one where they were like, oh, you can use that, but you have to like basically abide by this list of demands to be able to use monster in your title, and we'll let it slide. And one of the in the in the writing, it says that they're not allowed to use monster colors in any of their promotional material. So they can't use black or green. And it's like, we're copywriting colors. Colors?
Yeah.
Not even like using the green and black for like around the letter M. Just
Yeah.
you're not allowed to use green and black in your promotional materials because it might be confused with the Monster Energy drink.
I hate to break it to Monster Energy, but Pocket Monsters, which is owned by Nintendo,
Yep.
Existed well before Monster Energy drinks was ever a thing.
Yeah, so they're actually copying Pocket Monsters.
Uh-huh.
Pocket Monsters should countersue.
Is energy drinks like an early 2000s thing? Because I'm just thinking about it. I was like, no way people were drinking energy drinks in like the late 80s, early 90s.
They had cocaine back then.
Yeah, they just did straight up cocaine from Miami. It was easy to get.
So does Monster just have a total boner for themselves now that they got into that fucking one video game with the Walking Dead guy?
Oh, Hideo Kojima's Death Stranding.
Yeah.
Yep.
Apparently.
Yeah, what the fuck is up with that?
They successfully were able to strike down. Oh, what game was it? It was actually a AAA game. I'd have to look it up, but there was a game that was supposed to be called had monsters in the title, and they had to rename the game because Monster was threatening a lawsuit.
Monster tastes like shit anyway.
Yeah, Monster is not good.
The mango.
It keeps you awake because it tastes fucking terrible, and it like
Yeah,
melts your body.
it
and goes, "This is
gives you a
shit."
chill down your spine every time you drink it because it's nuclear uranium plutonium shit.
I like it with
It's
Jaeger.
so gross.
I mean, Rockstar's the same though. They're all fucking just as bad for you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, but I like my Rockstar Punch because it tastes like cherry fruit punch.
Ah.
That's fair too.
Oh yeah, it's the game Immortals: Phoenix Rising.
It doesn't even have monster in it.
The original title did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was originally titled something else.
I'm trying to find the original title, but I do remember that it was
I saw the post yesterday.
Immortal Monster Rise.
Yeah, they changed the game to Immortals: Phoenix Rising because I think it was something like Gods and Monsters or something like that, and then Monster Energy.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, okay. Because I remember it was announced as Gods and Monsters, and then it very quickly switched to fucking Immortals: Phoenix Rising, and everyone's like, "Why the name change?" Because monsters on your high horse. That's like imagine Rockstar coming out and suing Lars Ulrich for claiming he's a rock star.
Right.
Or who was it?
Nickelback.
Said,
No, they go for
we all,
Nickelback.
yeah, Nickelback. We all wanna be big rock stars.
Can you imagine if Bang Energy Drink like sues Heckler and Koch because they're like, "Your guns go bang, fucking loser."
Or Bang & Olufsen.
They're listening to Revolution Radio. Like, what's this song called? What? Ah, bang bang.
Bang bang, bang bang.
Sue
my
Disney because they have a movie titled Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
It should be illegal to just copyright one word. I mean, like if there was another energy drink called Monsters and Gods,
If it's the same
that
product, yeah, it makes sense. But if it's a completely different product,
it's like if another company was called Apple and they sold apple juice, and then Apple comes and goes, "No, you're gonna mistake it with our product." It's like, hey, you sold a PC that's worth $50,000. This is a $2 bottle of apple juice.
kids juice.
I mean but that is along the same lines of CD Projekt Red trying to trademark
Mm-hmm.
the term cyberpunk.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. That's been a word for a while.
Like it's the same shit though. Like these companies need to just shut the fuck up and back down on this stupid petty bullshit.
It's like if somebody came down and said, "I'm going to copyright the word science fiction." You can't because we use it's basically a describer word.
Yeah.
I'm going to copyright the word corn because we're the Cobb Bros.
Yep. What is it like? There's words that sometimes, if they become used too often, sometimes they'll lose their copyright. Like when somebody says, "Oh, grab a Kleenex."
Yeah, Kleenex is
Yeah,
a
it's
brand.
facial tissue,
Yeah.
but everybody says Kleenex or a Q-tip. Nobody says cotton swab.
Yeah.
Yeah, go get a Q-tip. Go get the Q-tip. And it's crazy that companies like those haven't lost their copyrights, but they are still brands. You can't make a cotton swab and call it the Q-man.
You only lose your copyright if somebody else is using the same name as you and you don't fight it.
That's why all these companies have to fight everything, is because they don't want it pulled up later. They go, "Oh, well, somebody used this name and they didn't get stricken down."
It would be like, but in this circumstance though, it'd be like you have Q-tips and then you have great value Q-tips.
So what I'm hearing
That is copyright infringement.
we're going to do a special side episode where we do Cabro's Monster and we just drink a bunch of different energy drinks excluding Monster.
There we go.
Okay.
So we don't get sued by Monster.
Right.
Yeah.
Cabro's Monster.
Cabro's Monster. But we use
Cabros are-
monster like an adjective.
Cabros
energy
are
drink
monsters.
bananas.
There you
We're
go.
just gonna mainline energy drinks.
Cabro's Monster energy drink extravaganza, and
There we
there's
go.
no monster in it because it's
Alright.
just an adjective. We're describing the energy drinks that we're drinking. They give us big flavor.
Yeah.
Monster's gonna sue us now because we've used the word monster like 27
Monster,
times.
monster, monster. The name of this episode is Monster Energy Drink.
No, Monster Synergy Drink.
Mm.
SINN.
Synergy. We're promoting unison in the
No, not SYN. SIN.
Oh,
Like
different.
Sin.
Oh,
Sin.
okay.
Immortal Sin.
That's perfect. I love it.
Synergy. Monster Synergy.
Golly,
That's the title.
Mhm.
Right there.
that's gorgeous. Monster Energy drink.
Well, we've been going for a good while now. We want to start wrapping up.
We have indeed. Oscar, can you give us our game? Thanks, Oscar. Just kidding. I'm sorry.
Okay. We'll play a quick game.
Wait. I'll pull up a Steam review real quick.
If not, I got a quick game. Offhanded Reddit. So the game is am I gonna say an offhanded Reddit comment that I read one time or J. Cole lyric?
Oh.
Okay. It reads, "If you was my sister, I'd kiss you."
J. Cole lyric.
J. Cole lyric. Okay. Thank you for playing.
Let's see here. Okay, I got one. Let me get to the reviews. Okay, positive or negative?
Positive.
I found a Japanese guy on the experimental server once.
Wait, what kind of game?
I chased.
Oh yeah.
Let's see here. MMO, online PvP, online co-op, survival, multiplayer, open world, zombies.
Got it. Okay. Keep going.
Survival and zombies. Okay.
Okay, I don't know where that first one was, so let's just go with this one.
We get a
Lots
bonus.
of running, but very fun.
Positive. Cyrus wants a positive.
Do it.
Nice.
Negative.
This is the most realistic portrayal of Belarus in 2023. Or Belarus.
Dying Light 2.
Nope.
Dying Light.
Nope. Brandon.
DayZ.
Yep.
There you
Okay.
go. Okay. We're on the right track.
It was Daisy.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
My other guess was 7 Days to Die. But then Brandon said Dying Light again. I was like, Brandon, it's a guess. No.
Oh yeah, it was only 3 guesses, huh?
Okay.
We did it.
Thank you, Oscar, for hosting.
Yeah, thank you, Oscar.
Yep. Fucking A. All right,
And,
you guys know where to find us. The links are down below. Check
Yeah.
us out. We got a Let's Play coming up. Probably a fucking banging ass Friday upload again.
Always.
Check
I've
the links
at
on the
least
SoundCloud
been
too.
consistently playing Dead Space on Mondays.
Hell
Go
yeah.
check out Colton on his channel, Alchemist Gaming.
Alchemist
What
Gaming
time?
in the description.
On Mondays.
All right, thanks guys. See y'all next week.
Every day.
Bye.
All the time.
Beautiful
Monster.
monster.
Hi, Stewie Griffin here with my latest creation, Monster Energy Drink. What is it? I don't know, but it's free from this truck that stopped outside your work. Mix it with booze. Ever been wide awake, blacked out? Ever tried to jump over a train on a bike? Ever bit the beak off a bird? Monster Energy. Put it in your body and ask questions later. It's green, so it's nature-based energy drink. Wide awake, blacked out? Ever tried to jump over a train on a bike? Ever bit the beak off a bird? Monster Energy. Put it in your body and ask questions later. It's green, so it's nature-based energy drink. Hi, Stewie Griffin here with my latest creation, Monster Energy Drink. Blacked out? Ever tried to jump over a train on a bike? Ever bit the beak off a bird? Monster Energy. Put it in your body and ask questions later. It's green, so it's nature. Hi, Stewie Griffin here with my latest creation, Monster Energy Drink. Wide awake, blacked out? Ever tried to jump over a train? Blacked out? The beak off a bird? Monster Energy. Hi, Stewie Griffin here with my latest creation, Monster Energy Drink. What is it? I don't know, but it's free from this truck that stopped outside your work. Mix it with booze.